He leads the league in rebounding to be the youngest player ever to lead the league in rebounding. Okafor bouncing back after a bad ankle injury last year. He's got his hop back, and I think Charlotte, what they're hoping for here is to finally win a game here at home. The last 3 games, they played San Antonio, they played Phoenix, and they played Houston and lost by a combined 80 points. They need to get off to a good start tonight and keep this crowd in the game.
Our officials tonight: Steve Jampy, Monty McCutcheon, and Zach Zarvin. Arroyo to Tony Battie, who got away from Wallace, and the tap-in is up and in by the very athletic player.
He's going to have to take a look at him, but they cannot lose him. He is a real capable team.
How about Howard? Deft move inside on Redick.
Now, great footwork. He's making mistakes. You're going to miss shots. You have to play through it. He puts so much pressure on himself because he wants to do so well.
Okafor on Howard. You don't think there's a little bit of
looks? What you want to do with Dwight Howard is try to confuse him a little bit with some double teaming. There's a beautiful spin move by Okafor. We saw the left-hand move by Dwight Howard early in the game. This one is Okafor. Both these young guys have worked hard.
26 from the field. This is Sean May from North Carolina. She's coming off the bench. She was starting earlier.
The ball. And when Arroyo gets himself in trouble, he tries to make plays that aren't there.
And this is Raymond Felton, who is a terrific high school player, and thereby a lot of...
The entry passing is bad, and they got no three-point shooting, so they're going to have to struggle through this tough time with all these injuries they have.
And Morrison by Arroyo taking a hint from you, trying to manufacture something inside, picks up the magic foul.
You know, when I played, Kevin, you know, I said to get 20 points, I wanted to get 4 layups a game. If I could get 4 layups a game, that's 8. If I could get 4 jump shots, that makes it 16, and 4 free throws, I could get 20.
Getting out of a hole, you said the first quarter is maybe the most important in the game.
I think it's when you set the tone.
May against Miličić. Howard there to collect it. One change while we have that timeout. Travis Diener has come in for Carlos Arroyo. There is Diener. He's out of Marquette. A great long-range shooter. Miličić lasers one in on Howard, who is defended inside by May. Shot clock. That's the first offensive rebound by Charlotte tonight.
A little buzz in this crowd. What they've done, J.J. Redick gets ready to check in the game, as Sean May drives strong to the basket. Into the future, that'd be quite some tandem.
Miličić already has a couple of assists. Morrison from in tight. Good offensive rebound by May, working around Howard and Miličić. Over May with an easy move across the lane. Both teams have a foul to give. We're down to 38 seconds to play in the first quarter. Emeka Okafor from Houston, Texas, who played at UConn, missing everything right there. And Diener quickly up to Keon Doolan, to Howard with authority as he goes up and over Morrison. And here was the 70th dunk. And Craig Sager, we welcome you back to Bobcats Arena in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. Morrison finding Sean May.
There's J.J. Redick is in the game. You know, he has a big fan following here with Duke just down the road.
And Jake Voskuhl is in the game. He is defending Miličić.
You've got to guard them out there, which should open up a little post action there for Dwight Howard.
Knight to May. Flying down into it. Counted for 2 and a foul. Bobcat points.
Well, this is exactly what Bernie Bickerstaff envisioned, is for him and Adam Morrison to come in off the bench. You see the toughness of Brevin Knight playing through that leg. And
Brevin Knight out of Stanford. Screen by May, a 3 by Morrison, who finally puts one down. The loose ball picked up by Diener, and this is Miličić over Carroll. And Diener comes up with it, and Redick for 3, good!
That's what JJ can do, he can shoot that.
That will make them happier, so hopefully it'll come to be a win-win.
Enjoy the rest of the evening in this great arena, and hopefully you get a chance to watch game 2.
Oh, without, you know, I only watch the Charles and Ernie and Kenny.
All right, thanks a lot.
It's at 27-23, approaching the halfway point of the second quarter. Redick has hit a 3, he knocks in a 2. Plays of Bo Outlaw, who is on the sideline and on the bench for the Orlando Magic. Here is Carroll to Morrison for 3, knocking in his second triple. Oh, that is the new substitution for the Bobcats. Here comes Morrison. And the aforementioned Felton. And Okafor into Howard, and a foul called on Howard inside, kind of lunged Miami and was found a home with the Orlando Magic. Felton, Redick is on him. May to Okafor, right inside on Howard in the battle tonight, play in the second quarter.
Well, now we see the right-hand hook, so the key to this is how deep he's getting in that post position. He's almost got Dwight Howard.
3.5 to play in the half here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
See, nobody's double teaming now. It goes right through Okafor. Let's see what he gets. It looks like it's going to be able to catch that ball on the low block. And if there were double teams, you had guys you could kick that ball out to make shots. With Garrity and with J.J. Redick on the floor, dueling, and we talked about Emeka Okafor and Dwight Howard, the two young right pivot players here in the NBA. A little low post position for Okafor, a little pump fake, a nice little swinging left-hand hook in the lane. And then he ran the floor nicely here. He got the easy dunk as Howard did not get back defensively. And then Howard goes to work. Look how deep he catches the ball, little jump hook in the lane, nice soft touch. And then we also saw his ability to run the lane as Keon Dooling finds him.
Brevin Knight now is putting 6 points. Here comes Howard. Nice defense by Brezich, and that's a turnover, and Wallace gives it off now to Brevin Knight. Knight has had a history of injuries.
But we just got to understand it's a long season, continue to try to get better, and hopefully be there when it's all said and done.
Stay healthy and avoid those charges.
All right, and I like the suit. The outfit is pretty nice.
Thank you very much. Back to you, Kevin.
88.
Yeah, he's one of the classiest guys to ever don an NBA uniform. I was very blessed to coach him. Felton hits the three, and all of it. That's putting up some heavy-duty numbers.
Absolutely, by two terrific players. Here is May working on Outlaw with a little fake, and that made him bite and gave him the two.
And Morrison and Sean May out there together with Brevin Knight at the point guard.
Here's Miličić with a little left-handed shot.
Basketball player with a lot of high IQ after playing for Dale Brown at LSU. He said Dwight Howard came in the league at 220 pounds, knew very little.
On the road when he had his last 4 home games.
And tonight he's shooting pretty well. Wallace inside to Okafor around Miličić, and tapped in by Sean May with the game-high 24.
I was right in rhythm, he pump faked, and I thought it made it a little bit tougher than he had to. That's just learning, this NBA game.
Oh, that's a 2-point hit by Morrison. He missed a lot of games last year, did Sean May. But he is back, and he has played well off the bench. Here is Miličić with a nice outside shot. Good-looking stroke.
Being one of the keys. Plus 8 points off turnover for the Charlotte Hornets tonight.
With the Bobcats here with Morrison driving inside.
What did I say,
That's
Charlotte?
okay.
Well,
that's all right.
That's
Okafor out and brings into the perimeter. Thus, Brezich is on Howard, and you see the two of them battling. That's knocked away. Another turnover and a breakaway for Felton. When Felton was in college in North Carolina, there may not have been a fit.
He puts that ball on the floor, and again, if you don't have good spacing, guards are going to be back there digging at that basketball, and that's one of the things that big men really have.
He is struggling right there. He mentioned Yao, who is so effective at the line. A big man that can shoot free throws is a real luxury. Felton inside with the assist to Okafor, who is running off on Miličić. A screen on Diener. Brevin Knight back in the game. Morrison with a three. He's knocked down a couple. He puts in one right there.
And they are doing that tonight. Morrison's been great.
He's had 3 3-point hits. Another turnover. Here comes Knight. Morrison tonight rejected by Howard. Miličić will trigger it the other way with the pass to newly instated Keon Dooling. He'll fly in on Okafor and find 2.
And they run out and get a layup. That was probably the best sequence we've had all night.
I would agree. You're right. Brezich over Howard. Rebound by Okafor.
You got to face guard an offensive rebounder.
Sean May played just 23 games last season because of a right knee injury. He spent the summer working out at the University of North Carolina with their strength and conditioning people. He's showing some of the fruits of that labor here tonight. He's been terrific. And then the other guy off the bench was last year's Player of the Year in college basketball with J.J. Redick, Adam Morrison. He's been phenomenal with 18.
Tonight they've combined 13 assists, only 3 turnovers. So those two guys doing a nice job running the show. Felton's had a very solid game.
Both teams shooting in the mid-40s right now. Diener defending. Morrison. And a rebound by May, who is whacked by Howard, who is getting... It's the very talented young point guard, Raymond Felton. finding Emeka Okafor inside for the Bobcats.
Yeah, just the energy and the hustle tonight. They've been one step quicker, and Kevin, just to fall.
Could be a dynamite combination if they both can play with each other. It's going to be a Morrison fouled by Arroyo outside the lane.
The players are starting tonight, so their bench has become their starters, which means their 11th, 12th, and 13 guys become the guys that are coming off the bench.
What a great pass by May into Okafor. Now compared to then as Arroyo moves on. Okafor with a great-looking rejection. Picked up by Morrison, ahead to Wallace, who was fouled by Diener.
This could be a little interesting thing here for Charlotte tonight. If they score 2 more points, they have not won a game this year when they scored 100 points. Normally you think when a team scores 100, they're 0
and 13 and 4.
Well, now they got to go home and play the Cleveland Cavaliers.
The T-Mobile Rookie of the Month in the West was Rudy Gay of the Memphis Grizzlies. He leads all Western Conference rookies in scoring, is 3rd in rebounding, and tied for 3rd in steals.
That was a nice spin move
by a rookie who's got a very bright future. He does a lot of things very well.
Rudy Gay gets the ball back and hooks it up and in.
Nifty move by the rookie.
Lowry drives, lobs for Rudy Gay, and a flush. The 2 rookies connect.
And in the East, the top rookie was the Charlotte Bobcats' Adam Morrison. He leads all NBA rookies in scoring, averaging 15 points a game, and is 2nd in three-point shooting.
He's a rookie, but he's one of their best scorers. He's a natural scorer.
13-point first quarter, stays out and nails a three-pointer.
That's a big-time shot there.
He knows it.